Once upon a time there was a kind girl named Cinderella. Her mother passed away and her father married her stepmother. All of the animals loved her. They did do anything for the girl they called Cinderella. Cinderella lived with her stepmother and her two stepsisters, Anastasia and Drizella. They were very mean to Cinderella, making her work all day cleaning, sewing, and cooking. Nevertheless, she tried her best to make them happy. Cinderella's stepmother, Lady Tremaine, was a cold, cruel woman, and she was jealous of Cinderella's charm and beauty. She enjoyed giving Cinderella extra chores to do, such as bathing her cat Lucifer. One day, a messenger arrived with a special invitation. There was going to be a royal ball at the palace. The king wanted his son to find a bride. Every young woman in the kingdom was invited, including Cinderella. Cinderella was very excited about the ball. In the attic, she found a dress that belonged to her mother. It was a bit old-fashioned, but Cinderella thought that she could make it beautiful. Lady Tremaine didn't want Cinderella to go to the ball. She wanted the prince to meet Anastasia and Drizella. Maybe he would marry one of them. Hence, she kept Cinderella busy with the chores that would take her all night to finish. While Cinderella was working, the mice and birds fixed her dress. They added ribbons and beads that the two stepsisters had thrown away. Working together, the animals turned a simple dress into a fabulous gown. When Cinderella came back to her room after finishing her chores, she was feeling down. However, Cinderella was overjoyed when she saw the dress. Now she could go to the ball. "Oh, thank you so much," Cinderella said to the mice and the birds. When the sisters saw their old ribbons and beads on Cinderella's dress, they flew into a rage as they were jealous of Cinderella's beauty. They ripped the dress and pulled off the beads. Lady Tremaine didn't stop them. Cinderella's dream of going to the ball was destroyed. Cinderella ran away to the garden to cry. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. With a wave of a wand, she turned a pumpkin into an elegant coach. Cinderella could now go to the ball. However, her dress was still ruined. "Bibbidi-boobidi-boo," said the fairy godmother, waving her wand again. Cinderella was now wearing a beautiful gown, and her fairy godmother passed her a sparkling glass slippers as a gift to her. But all of this came with a warning. When the clock struck midnight, the magic spell would wear off and it will turn back to the original state. When Cinderella arrived at the grand ball, everyone was attracted by Cinderella's beauty. Even the Prince Charming couldn't take his eyes off Cinderella. The orchestra played, and the prince began to dance with the wonderful girl whose name he still didn't know. For Cinderella, the night was a dream come true. Before too long, the clock began to strike midnight, and Cinderella suddenly remembered that the spell would go off soon. "Goodbye," Cinderella said, hurrying away. "Come back! I don't even know your name," called the prince. As Cinderella fled, one of her glass slippers came off. The prince sent the Grand Duke to find the girl who fit the glass slipper. When the Grand Duke arrived at their house, Lady Tremaine locked Cinderella in the attic. Everyone else tried, but couldn't fit into the shoe. However, when the Grand Duke was leaving, Cinderella's mouse friends freed her and she came in time to try the shoes. However, Lady Tremaine tripped the Grand Duke and the glass slipper shattered. But Cinderella had the other in her pocket and it fit! Cinderella and the prince were soon married. Everyone rejoiced, including Cinderella's mouse friends and the other animal friends. And they lived happily ever after.